Hi guys, it's Steve from Disruptive Wealth Creation. We all know that hacking and ransomware are a big problem in the USA and around the world. So today we look at 3 companies you might want to add to your stock portfolios. Stay to the end and I will give you a comprehensive list of cybersecurity stocks you might want to look at. The 3 main companies we are looking at today are called Zscaler, Crowdstrike, and Fortinet. Before we get into it, let's look at the main reasons companies are investing in cybersecurity companies. The main reason is that hackers can gain access to personal and confidential information like names and addresses and bank details. They can also get information which companies may have spent years on research and development in acquiring it. Companies often pay the ransomware because hackers have locked their accounts. Accounts are reopened, often users of the company go elsewhere, having lost trust in the company. Here are some examples of companies that have been hacked. As you can see, they're quite large and formidable companies. So let's start with a company called Zscaler. Here is an introduction.
Our journey started with a set of questions.
Will internet become a bigger source of information? Will more companies become SaaS? Will we become more mobile?
So we essentially built a new type of security born in the cloud for the cloud.
A world where the exchange of information is always secure and seamless.
Let's talk cybersecurity.
A startup that is making waves in cloud computing.
Zscaler is the envy of the industry.
You don't have many competitors.
We don't have many competitors because to do security in the cloud, you have to have a totally different architecture design.
Shaul Eyal, Senior Research Analyst at Cybersecurity Cohen, points out that Zscaler have sold over 1 million products since they IPO'd, and this is reflected in their revenue figures. Year on year, their sales figures have been up 7% or more. Here you can see their expenses in marketing, research and development, and general admin, which have increased each quarter. Looking ahead, the projections for 2022 are looking good. And finally, bearing in mind the way the stock market is at the moment, Zscaler are holding up pretty well. The next company we're going to be looking at is called Crowdstrike. Here is what George Kurtz, CEO of Crowdstrike, had to say about cybercrime and ransomware.
E-crime was up massively, and 75% of all the intrusions that we've seen are related to e-crime. One of the stats that we actually gave was something we call breakout time, and that is when an adversary gets onto a system, it takes about an hour and a half to move off that system to another one on the network. That's down from 4 hours in the prior year. So we're seeing the speed and the impact that they're having all across the globe when we think about ransomware and just how devastating it is.
This company could be a good long-term investment on a dollar cost average bet, as the company has been a bit volatile. At some points, it has dropped as much as 60%. At the moment, Crowdstrike's stock price is down 30% from its all-time highs. However, what makes Crowdstrike a good buy is that revenue is up 380 million. That's up 63% year on year on the quarter, with free cash flow of 123.5 million. Annual recurring revenue increased by 170 million this quarter to 1.51 billion, up 67%. It also added another 1,607 subscribers, taking their total up to 14,687 subscribers. So long term, it looks like a good buy. So now let's turn to the last company we're looking at, called Fortinet.
Fortinet's Zero Trust Network Access solution protects corporate networks and applications by verifying work-from-anywhere users and devices before every session. Compared to standard VPN connections, ZTNA is faster, easier to configure, and seamless to off-network users. Each session is automatically initiated through an encrypted tunnel from FortiClient to the FortiOS proxy point without any need for user action. After the user and device are verified, access is granted. Two-factor authentication is also supported. With a significant portion of today's workforce operating remotely, ZTNA enables businesses of any size to implement strong authentication with the highest level of security and performance for work-from-anywhere users. For more information, talk to your reseller or visit Fortinet.com.
If we look at Fortinet, this is another company that has followed the same path as the two companies we have just mentioned in terms of growing in strength. Check out their details for further information. Lastly, I include some other companies that you may also want to look at. Stay safe and see you in the next video on Saturday.